to get there. But here we're going to watch Hikaru play against another American opponent who apparently also is a grandmaster.
Yeah, and it's the modern defense where Hikaru just lets white have the pawn center and will likely start expanding in the near future with black on the queen side, just allowing all of the advances. Interesting to see him play h6 and only h5 after white pushed the pawn to f4, meaning that the black knight might later have some squares to jump to, or if white advances, it might come the other way. I've actually played Quesada Perez back when he used to represent Cuba at the, I played him at the Olympiad. Very strong grandmaster, likes his positional chess, doesn't really like to go all-out attack. And, okay, I say positional chess, and then he allowed Hikaru to double his pawns. So maybe he's changed. But Hikaru tends to like these positions where he's a bit cramped, but has some long-term advantages.
D4.
Yeah, classic Hikaru way of playing. He's very good at being behind on development, but having some long-term advantages. I feel like in this type of position, you need to be very precise with white in order to get an actual attack. So I'm not sure if white is playing correctly here, but yeah, if Hikaru is able to put all these pieces where he wants to, he will be massively better because of these doubled F pawns that white has.
Let's see if Hikaru has any thoughts on his game.
E6, I suppose.
E6 looks very natural
Or
to defend the knight. At some point, the black queen might come out somewhere in this diagonal. Probably the one thing he won't do, therefore he delays, is castle on the king side, because there would have been a capture and an opening of a line towards the black king. So he's delaying any decision making here.
And we can see from Hikaru's expressions that he's not very happy. Although we can't hear him just yet. But he seemed kind of... Oh.
Queen d7's also move. E6, take 6, EF5 should be fine. Yeah, let's just go E6. If he takes, I just take rook G8 or Queen d7.
Can he take on E6 now?
Queen
take
d7?
on E6 and G6?
Oh, let's go.
Wait, is this okay or did I blunder? Take 6, rook G6, King F7 maybe? G1, Bishop F8 should be fine.
Looks dangerous to me.
Hikaru says it should be fine, but the evaluation bar says much better now for Quesada.
There's a crazy move that the computer points out. White's best move, apparently, to get a big advantage is to play d5.
Oh, wow. Impossible to find.
Impossible. That square is covered literally 4 times. Pawn, pawn, knight, queen. And there are some crazy tactics.
How is that the move? That's so non-human move. You will never find this. Even in a classical game, I don't think...
no chance.
I don't know.
Never.
Maybe some player would find it, but that would be so rare.
They'll get kicked out of the tournament if they play a move like d5.
And Hikaru certainly hasn't seen it.
Yeah, the idea is to get the bishop to c5 in some variations, open things up. If the queen takes, then there are some tactics by pushing c4.
Yeah.
He spends a lot of time now, which indicates that he is he senses something, but yeah. Probably it's not d5. It's like this move is not on your radar whatsoever.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the way that Hikaru is kind of singing and saying, yeah, like he is not...
I think I'm okay here.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Hikaru. He obviously can't hear us, but...
Okay, goes King B1. That's a move I'm happy to see, because that means he couldn't find anything, so now I can just like play normal chess, like Queen D7.
All right, so it seems like he survived that impossible to find computer move. And Hikaru has a bit of a lead on the clock now as well, a minute extra.
Yeah, now the difference is that the king is safe. Black's king is going to be very happy on this side of the board. No white pieces on that side to attack. He's trying to get it round, though, Quesada Perez here. But everything on the light squares for Hikaru. The pawns, the knights, the one especially on f5 on an outpost. He should be pretty content, especially with a 1.5 minute time advantage. At some point, white's got to attack. White's got to go c4, maybe then d5, or maybe just bring the knight. Quesada Perez, he's just playing too slow.
Yeah, he has to speed up if he has any if he wants to win this game. So.
Yep.
Okay, he's trying to trade pieces here, trying to simplify But now any endgames are going to be very promising for black due to white's weak pawn structure. Let's see if Hikaru is still singing.
Work the pawn on f4.
Yeah.
Let's go here, work the file. Logical. I can always go f6 somewhere. It's just a question of when. If I go f6, c4, I don't like that.
There's this square on
How do I do
e5
this?
though, with the knight or even the rook maybe.
Jumps in with the knight. Will Hikaru try and trade off that knight with his bishop? His own knight isn't fully stable. White is going to advance sooner or later.
Yeah, and you could hear that was something he was a little bit annoyed about. He didn't want to put his pawn on f6 because he wants to maybe put his knight there later.
Yeah, this
he's
is not super clear.
No, look at him.
f6 is always a move. I don't really want to play it. I don't really want to play b5 either. But I think I'm going to play b5 here.
He had to stop this knight from being chased away. And the evaluation now does say that Hikaru is doing better, but he doesn't seem as confident as he did a couple moves ago.
Exactly. He knows that long term he's doing well. White's bishop is just terrible. Really, really bad piece. And long term, black has the light squared bind, but no immediate way forward, no plan immediately comes to mind. Time advantage has disappeared a little bit.
A little bit.
Still
But still quite relevant, I would say. Like 40 seconds here. I mean, 40 seconds is not a lot in the beginning of the game, but at this stage, it's a big, big factor.
Yeah.
Especially when it's really positional, no obvious direct tactical moves. Yeah, often making those small improvements, just waiting is the hardest thing to do in chess with no time. And it's now a 1 minute advantage. Drops his knight back. It's a bit passive.
Trying to trade off some of the rooks, maybe.
Ooh, suddenly white maybe a little bit better. According to the eval bar before all those trades.
Yeah, maybe it's not so easy. You still have the e5 square for the knight. If he takes, then suddenly the pawn structure is a lot better. The bishop will maybe get the square long term. Yeah, but time is still a factor. Like Hikaru has double the time, so.
Oh, key move from Hikaru. He's going to make the bishop bad again, and then he's going to create an outside pass pawn. The white queen can easily be blocked.
Well,
I missed this, of course.
Still good for Hikaru.
Okay, I have to take. I completely bungled this. I have to go here on queen g2. I also blundered queen e8 now, but maybe king b7 is fine.
Ooh, there was a check. He needed to go for that check, the white queen.
Here?
No, he's too passive.
is this so clear? Interesting. Yeah, so
I think
the
I'm still going to
F3
win this game. but
Pawn
it's-
falls, and then the f pawn, black's f pawn, is just going to be too strong, right?
Ooh, that's a weird move, bringing the king out into the open. Well, it's going to get checked. And Hikaru's king is going to be quite safe, advancing up to b6 if it needs to, if it gets checked. Oh, and that's
What?
a blunder, a checkmate blunder. There's going to be a mate on the edge of the board. Quesada
this guy
Perez
doing?
self-destructs.
That's just ridiculous. I mean, king a3, queen a4 is just checkmate. I mean, maybe I was always
chess is
better.
really hard.
Hikaru is always quite brutal. I mean, his opponent was really hanging in there for this game for a long time.